Hey everyone, it's Julie Salant. I wanted to say hello to all of you today. This is unscripted as always. I'm going to be giving you some divine channelings. I am a spiritual teacher, intuitive healer for your life and business. And what I do is I speak with animals to help you have your best life. I can see all of the negative blocks within you and I can remove them and then give you a new and powerful way to be who you were meant to be by giving you the gift of seeing yourself as you've never seen yourself before. So welcome to the show. Today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about storytelling and about the truth of who I am, what I do, and how this is going to help you. You know, so many of you are trying to embrace a brand new you. You feel that something's changed. You feel that something's different, but you don't know why or how to change. A lot of you may have had a job that's been working for a long time and all of a sudden it's not working anymore. A lot of others of you may have had a relationship that has been working for a long, long time and is just not working anymore. And it's because you're changing, you're ascending. And my mission is to free you of the old you and awaken you to the new you, because that's what God, spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, wants for you, wants you to really accept and change into who you were meant to be and accept your mission here on earth and really make the changes, because that's what we're here to do. We're all connected. What you do, I feel. What I do, you feel. And even if it's not on your top of the mind, it's on a cellular level. We're all connected and we're all on earth together. And we all have a mission, right? And everyone's mission is different. So I wanted to give you a little bit about me, and I'm hoping that will inspire you, because I was born an empath, somebody who's very, very sensitive, somebody who can feel other people's feelings. I can feel your joy, I can feel your pain, I can see blocks in you, I can see where you are conflicted, and I can see what's stopping you from really being who you're truly meant to be. I can see where you're self sabotaging. My journey, though, has not been easy, as a lot of empaths are not, because although I had amazing parents, I could feel so much, even just if I was watching a TV show or a movie. Imagine we'd all be watching TV, and then all of a sudden I'm in the corner crying because something's really affecting me and I'm feeling very conflicted about it. And I'm just being authentically myself. I would end up crying and be sad, or just feeling really strange about something. And I needed some time by myself. And my parents would be like, "What's the problem over there? Like, this is just entertainment." And they loved me, but they did not have tools to help me, and I didn't have tools to help me. And so many of you right now have gifts that you either have pushed away because you're afraid of them, you don't believe they'll help you, you don't believe in them, or you have your gifts, but you don't know how to use them. And what this oil all boils down to is you haven't fully accepted yourself if you don't accept your gifts. Your gifts are a part of you. It's like your arm, your leg, your thoughts. Your gifts are always with you. And if you haven't accepted your gifts, then you haven't accepted all of who you are, which means that you're going to be very conflicted throughout your life. And that was me. I was one of those people who was very conflicted. I had a real affinity for helping animals. I could hear animals since the time I was very young. I could help people on various levels. But back then, especially if you think it's accepted now, a lot of times I still get pushback, but back then it really wasn't. So it was always kind of like, just keep that under the rug, keep it on the down low, don't say anything about it, right? And I went the path that professionally that my parents wanted for me. And a lot of you may still be doing this, you know, they want you to be a doctor, they want you to be an accountant, but you may really gravitate towards movies or telling stories or creative writing, whatever that is, or drawing or being an artist. And back then it really was kind of like, well, how are you going to make money at that? You know, that's not going to really work. So do something safe. And my mother wanted me to be a paralegal because she was a paralegal. And she said, I'll pay for your schooling, but you need to go to school to be this, a paralegal. And I said, okay. I was a people pleaser. I always have been. I'm recovering. I'm still in recovery. And the result was that I did go to school for it and I got a job, and it was a very prestigious job and I hated it. I hated doing the repetition every day. I did not like the person I was with. I had a very, very, very bad experience with a prestigious law firm. This would be like, no matter what you're doing, if you could think of working the very, very best job, the best organization you can work for, making good money, top floor, working for somebody like who's really powerful. Yeah, I had all that. And the person treated me worse than dirt. Um, and it's kind of funny because um, I can take a lot and then I just can't anymore. And it was a Friday, and I remember that I had eaten my lunch at my desk, and I think I had a banana or something, and I threw it in the garbage can. And the morning that was Friday, Monday morning, I came in and my lunch was tipped over. My whole garbage bag was tipped over on my desk from Friday to Monday. That's what I got in on a Monday. And this woman was a horrible person. She never showered. She was mean as hell. She treated people any which way. She was just an evil person. And I really walked in that day and I was like, I didn't even have a car. I would take the bus in. And literally I called my dad and I'm like, Dad, pick me up. I'm leaving. I'm walking out. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to be treated like this. This was my line in the sand. Like, I'm not going to be treated like this. Okay. I'm a person. And I left. I never said goodbye. I never said anything. I just left. I was like, well, I'm out. Bye. So from there, note to self, everything looks great on the outside, but I thought, well, what am I going to do now? And, I like people, I like to help people. So I thought I'll go into sales. And I worked in IT sales for quite a long time. I did copier sales. I worked my way up to IT, and, sales is great. Um, you meet a lot of people. But the bad side of sales is that there are a lot of sharks in the water, and you need to become a shark. In fact, they used to tell me, you're a guppy, you need to grow some fangs, you need to become a shark. And what that meant was you need to push your potential clients to sign with you and to really to make money, right? You need to tell them to sign up early. You need to do whatever it is to get the sale. There's a lot of, bullshit tactics that go on. I walk in your office and I see your picture on the wall and I'm like, oh, hey, nice horse. Oh my gosh. I want, like the fake bonding, the whole thing. I graduated into IT sales, which turned out to be, I really loved doing because it was a very long sale, which could be tedious, but you really built a relationship with your client. The bad side was that I was on a plane every week for 5 years. And so that was difficult on me because at first it's exciting, but then after a while you go to the same places and every hotel looks the same. Every car rental looks the same. Every place is the same. And it's just after 5 years, every week of being on a plane for, 3 to 5 days a week, you just get really tired. And you kind of say, I don't know. So at the end, I crossed over and did work into, I have marketing background as well and did work in an insurance company. And I worked for a very large insurance company on the top floor for a senior vice president who was a great person at the time and before she turned on me. And I don't talk about who that was, and I don't even say the name of the company because it's not really relevant. What is relevant is that every day I was making a good paycheck. I was on the top floor. I was working for someone powerful. I liked what I was doing. I was doing marketing, but I knew every day going in, no matter how cushy it was, no matter how beautiful it was, I still felt like I was in a cage every day. And I still thought, I can't take it anymore. This is not me. I'm not using my gifts and I'm not helping people. And so every day on the outside, it looked so good, right? You guys, you can have the best job in the world on the outside. Your parents could be like, yay, she's made it. But on the inside, if you are not using your gifts and you're not doing what you're here to do and you're not fulfilling your mission, you're going to feel like you're dying a little bit every day. And that's how I felt. It got to the point where, I kind of self-sabotaged and they let me go. She could have saved me, but she didn't. And it was basically, your gifts are not welcome here. And I know I've said this before, and 5 years ago or more, it would have devastated me. But that day, I felt like I was free. And I felt like, you know what, from now on, I'm going to chart my own path. Everyone I know around me is an entrepreneur. Why can't I be an entrepreneur? And that's when I started using my gifts. There's a very big distinction between finding your gifts and then using your gifts and then finding your mission, right? And then finding what's stopping you. But a lot of times we always think, well, how can I make money doing X instead of flipping it around to this is what I'm really good at, right? And you got to let all the other minutia go. Okay. It's not about making money. It's about changing people's lives. It's about having a bigger picture. Now, I know we all need money. Okay. But what I'm trying to say is if you're always in it for the what's in it for me versus what's in it for the client, it's it's a different feeling, right? Along with this, I tell you this to inspire you because I tell you this because if you have been transformed by what's happening around the world with the global pandemic. Things have changed tremendously for every single person on this planet. And I just got off a call with somebody who has lost his father in the pandemic. Now imagine your parent gets sick and you can't even see them in the hospital. It's a horrible situation. But things are meant to happen on your journey as they're meant to happen for you to grow, for you to learn from. Death is never fun or easy. I was just in Florida this weekend because my aunt passed away. It's not fun, it's not easy, but we are all here to learn. And I'm going to do another video on what I learned about that death from her perspective because she was a minister and she always helped people. And she went at it with the how can I help people? And it made a huge difference in many, many lives. But what I want you to know is if things are not working for you, ask yourself this question. Am I using my gifts? Do I even know what my gifts are? Do I even know what my mission is on earth? And if you do, are you using your gifts? Do you know how to use them? And also, are you walking your mission, right? Like, are you actually going out every day and working on your mission? Because that's what you're here for. Along the way, I always use myself, have come across many limiting beliefs. And I'd like to go over a couple of them with you because I am a spiritual teacher, I'm an intuitive healer, and I get a lot of downloads from God, from spirit, whatever you want to call it. For me, it's God. And here's what he said: let go of your perceived limits and cage. It's an illusion. Change your appearance as you like. Your perception of yourself and how you feel is paramount to how you will walk in today's world. So if you feel like you are caged, like I felt every day, if you feel like you can't move forward because of people surrounding you, and it can be a parent, it can be a spouse, it can be a sister or a brother. Very often, by the way, newsflash, if you don't know this, those closest to us keep us caged. They don't mean to, okay? They don't mean to. But what's happening is that they feel that they're comfortable with the old you. They're comfortable with what you've been before. This new you that you're trying to break out of and do something completely different, they don't know this you and they don't know this road for you. So they get scared. And what they do is they try and pull you back. So you take a step out and go, these are my gifts. I'm a healer. I know I can help people. And they go, but it's not safe. You need a steady paycheck. You need blah, blah, blah. And you go, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. How can I make this work? Maybe I shouldn't step out. So you go 1 foot out, 3 steps back. It takes time for you to actually get to that point where you're saying, you know what, this is who I am. This is what it's going to be. And I'm going all in. I'm burning my bridges. I'm not going back to a safe job. I can't be what you want me to be. You have to roll with me. This is the new me. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I was built for. Because, guys, remember, whatever your gifts are and whatever your mission is, you were built for this. That's the beauty of it. You were built to do this one thing. Your gifts, you were built to wield them, no one else. So remember, especially if you believe in past lives, you've done this before, you just have to remember how, right? So when he says, let go of your perceived limits and cage, it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. There's always options. There's always ways to pivot. There's always a way to make something happen. Okay. In my mind, my old story was, I had to look a certain way. I had to, be a certain person to be successful. I was the person. I can morph into anybody you want me to be. And I thought it's a talent because now I'm a shapeshifter. But back then, it'd be like any job that I had, and I had a lot of them, I could change into the person they wanted me to be. I could be whatever my boss wanted me to be for the client. And that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because when you do that so often, you lose perspective and balance of who you really are. And I remember talking to one of my engineers and I said, I show you what I want you to see. Now, let me back this up a minute because this is a true Scorpio trait. I'm a Scorpio. This is a trait that we have. Okay. So I can't say it's all bad. We are very, very deep people. There are a lot of levels and layers to us. You'll never see all of me. The people that have been with me the longest, they still don't know all of me. I never show everything that I am because I'm a deep, deep person. It takes a long time to get to know me, my layers. But when I work with you, I'll give you everything I have. And for anyone else, what I'm trying to say is that I believed if I gave you what you wanted, I looked a certain way, I had the three-piece suit on, I spoke a certain way, I said certain words, key buzzwords. That was the key to success. But really, what's happening underneath all that is you're not being authentic to who you truly are. And if you're not being authentic, then who are you really? You're just like a paper version of yourself that somebody else wants you to be. The cage is an illusion. And the separation that you feel from others, I always thought, I'm so different, nobody's going to get me. That was another story I told myself. I'm different, no one's going to understand me. That's a bunch of shit. People get me. There are people out there, they understand me. Now, here's the thing, you're not for everyone, right? You're just not. But the people that you need will hear you. They'll get your gifts. They'll understand you. They will. The old paradigm of that you're locked in and you're bound to something if you've made a choice is not the case. There's always a way out. There's always a change you can make. You can go so much farther being yourself than anyone else. You are someone who has a soul and gifts that are from the divine. You are someone who is beautiful and limitless in your capabilities. Stop giving your power away to people. Keep your power to help others and yourself, to help your mission. And if you do not have a vision, you're not worth your identity, is what I was told. You need to go and think about what you're here to do. What's your spiritual vision? And it's so easy to identify it, you guys. It's so, whatever really hurts you or bothers you. Like for me, it's obviously animals, animal rights, but more than that, it's how animals help humans. People don't realize how much animals help us. Okay. It's not just horses or wild animals, it's your everyday dog and cat. They help us so much. They try to take on your pain. They see you at your best. They see you at your worst. They try to take on your pain, no matter how big or smaller that you are. If they see you in pain, they'll come up to you. Did you ever wonder that your pet might do something really stupid and you start laughing? Why? It's to pattern interrupt you so that you're not in so much pain and so that you can say, oh my gosh, you made me laugh. And they're like, mission accomplished. But people don't realize that. Whatever bothers you, whatever makes you so upset that you either start crying or you get so angry, you're like, this has to stop. This is not happening anymore. I got to make a move towards making this different, changing this up. This cannot continue. That's your mission. That's your mission. And again, I heard if you do not have a vision, you are not worth your identity. Happiness comes when you are committed to your vision, right? Because it's all intertwined. Keep your heart open and always be awakened, right? This is a master perspective. Keeping yourself open to new ideas, to new philosophies, not getting so stuck in the same old, the way that you've acted, because maybe it's time for an upgrade. Just like your phone needs an upgrade every 5 years or 4, just like your computer needs an upgrade, you need a software upgrade. And that includes changing, moving into new ways of being. So I tell you my story to let you know that anything's possible for you. You have gifts and talents from the divine that you need to accept, and you need to start understanding how to use, and you need to create a vision for your life that will help others and change and shift the world into a better place. That's your legacy. No matter what it looks like, that's your legacy, and it's up to you to make it come true. No one else is more equipped for the legacy and the gifts that you have than you. I can't use your gifts. I can't take them from you. And also know that whatever's for you is going to be for you. No one can take that from you, which is amazing. I'm so glad because, we all make mistakes. We all go down roads, and they can be a year, it can be 6 months, it could be 10 years. And you could think, I'm too old, I can't do this. That's a bunch of crap. Don't ever believe that. Did you ever think that maybe your journey is the way it is because you weren't ready? Maybe you weren't ready. This is what I heard. I wanted to leave you with this. Dear one, choose faith over fear, love over hate, and joy over sorrow. Recognize that your gifts cannot be just monetary, but healing abilities, drawing, a smile, telling stories. Keep them simple yet profound, and they will choose to see love, light, and it's a choice. Choose to accept your flaws. Choose to not give in, for giving in is easy, right? Standing up when others won't is hard. Digging in when you know it's going to be a long process is hard, yet it is simple. It's a decision. Many will try to take you out of the game. Don't you do it. That is self sacrifice. Enjoy the process. I've always believed perfection was the goal. That was me. I always believed in the goal, right? And that the prize was at the end of the game, that's what mattered. And my father said, it's about the process, right? And I began to think about the journey. Just as you exercise each day and get a little stronger, it's the process of enjoying life. Nothing is perfect, and what is perfect today will be imperfect tomorrow. So do your best always, but strive to not quit or give in, for if you do, then that game is truly over. You have taken yourself out, and now you are working on the sidelines instead of playing the field. You and only you are the architect of your life. You get to choose how you get to live. Will you people please for others at your own expense and happiness? Or will you play full out? No apologies, and that's okay. You have to be okay with that. So just let your heart sing and do what moves you to be happy. You would do it for free. Do what makes you so happy, you would do it for free. Just don't quit and don't give up. All right, guys, a lot of wisdom today. Hope this helped you. I am an intuitive healer. I'm a spiritual teacher. I help people see that they can change, remove the blocks and self-sabotage that has plagued them for years, and give them new ways of being. If you want to work with me, you can click the link. There's a link below that will take you to my main page. You can work with me single sessions. You can work with me 3 months or 6 months at a time. I develop a lot of programs for people. So if there's nothing there that really speaks to you, just let me know. And of course, I'm an animal communicator. So if you need help with your animals, please let me know, because I get information, images, and words from them, either here or if they're deceased, all the time. I'm happy to help you. All right, again, my name is Julie Salant. Take care, guys. Hope this helped. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks.